All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Gonna diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so BLCS is when the unique CTR all for our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So that means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are actually clicking somewhere in our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our ad is getting into fewer than 6, less than 6 out of 100 women's brains, which means less than 6 out of 100 women have a chance, there's a non-zero chance they buy from us. Like they could actually buy from us. Everyone else is just scrolling on by. So this is the number of non-scroller buyers, and we gotta get this number literally as high as possible. 6% is the minimum. We're under 6%, we got a big problem. And that's because a unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And those deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes, which I'll actually be going over at the end of the video. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe taking shape here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Perfect for us though. We got the solution. We got the saving grace. Boudoir Pico. BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. So and we know this because we invented it, and we've already done a bunch of treatments with this, and it's worked 100% of the time. And we duplicate the original ad, so we leave the original as it is, leave it running. We duplicate and we treat the duplicated ad. Treat the duplicated ad with Boudoir Pico, and after about a week, then we actually get look and see which one has the best metrics, and we keep whichever one running as the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we go from the 3 pre-click mistakes to PCA pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. So Boudoir brain entry boost, that basically means, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So the our universe here that we got is a BLCA with BLCS. It's caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Our solution is Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we achieve pre-click alignment, and we become a DBA, dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So my residency, first part of it, finding one ad out there, bringing it back to the hospital, testing it, and we saw because the unique CTRL 4.3%. So unique CTRL under 6%, we know that BLCS is present, so aka Boudoir low click syndrome. But now we know we can solve it with Boudoir Pico. So we did exactly that. BLCS treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. We got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So now we discovered the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 37% of ad spend. So now if they're spending 10 grand a month in the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. So $3,700 a month that was being wasted on the old one, well, now we don't have to spend it on the new one. We just pocket that. So Boudoir photographer pockets that. Has like a phantom profit every month because they no longer have to spend it. And this actually gives them kind of a phantom bonus like 40K at the end of the year, at the end of 12 months. Next, brought in my second one to the hospital, tested it, found it has a unique CTRL of 1.39%. So we found out that BLCS was present, unique CTRL under 6%, Boudoir low click syndrome is present. So we got the solution now. We treated with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. We got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. And So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 84% of its ad spend. And when they were doing that, the if they spend 10 grand a month on their Boudoir Facebook ads, then now they only have to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico Treat ad to get into the same number of women's brains. So that 8,600 a month difference, they no longer have to spend it. They can just pocket it as kind of a phantom bonus, whatever we want, a Boudoir Pico bonus, simply from using or having their BLCS treated with Boudoir Pico. So that's like what, 100K bonus at the end of the year. And third, had a patient come through, so he had a Boudoir Facebook ad 5.03%, BLCS is present, unique CTRL under 6%, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we got the solution we treated with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we discovered her wasting about 67% of ad spend, that original ad. So now they can actually, decrease their ad spend. Like, if they spend 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, they only need to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the only 3,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico Treat ad and get into the same number of women's brains. So super efficient, and they can pocket that. 6,700 bucks a month is kind of like a phantom profit, phantom bonus, Boudoir Pico bonus, and they don't actually need to do any extra work, and that's kind of like 80K extra bonus profit at the end of the year. Now, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look over here. We got wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And I mean, take the average of those numbers, probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads. With Boudoir Pico Treatment can probably, save about 5K of that. 5K of that, 10K, eliminate that. I mean, that's 100% being wasted. I already know that. Eliminate that and actually, with that 5K bonus back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket, 60K over the next 12 months. So now we're here. We're going to diagnose this, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So let's see what we got. So we got the below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we are trusting Facebook that what they tell us to fill out when we create our ad is what we should fill out. But the consequence of this is actually it's better for Facebook that we fill it out than us, because when we fill these things out, it causes more and more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, looking at the creative, looking at the photo. The false belief that caused us, so we got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe that the number one thing we should be doing to have people click on our ad is to make it look like an ad, because that's how we've seen other Facebook ads, all the other Boudoir Facebook ads. But this is 100% incorrect for social media newsfeed advertising. It actually causes, when we do this, it actually causes way, way, way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and decreasing the probability that, or increasing the probability that we have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And finally, looking at the see more headline here, first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. Well, it looks like we're only using like half of it. But let's see, when a Boudoir photo shoot with Texas's most trusted and top rated boudoir studio. So this is the Yeah, this is the lack of context mistake. So the false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe we've stacked enough context to pull in A, a large number of women, and B, the right women to be clicking somewhere on our ad. But that's 100% incorrect. We're missing a lot of context here. That could help. So as a consequence, way more women going to be scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTR all under 6% and decreasing the probability that, or will increase the probability that we have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So taking all this together, my diagnosis is yes, I do believe this Boudoir Facebook ad does have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, and its unique CTRL will be somewhere under 6%. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you've seen how the market keeps getting more and more saturated with Boudoir photographers. Like, every time someone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing up a, Google My Business profile saying they offer Boudoir, or they're, posting in the mom groups, or if they get a new camera, they're posting in the mom groups saying they now do Boudoir shoots. So more and more photographers keep entering the market, saturated market. And you've been out, and you're seeing also, inflation, just like kind of cost of living keep going up, going up, going up. And you've been pulling more and optimizing, pulling more with Facebook, more profit out of your business in other areas already. So you've already been optimizing. And you decided now you're finally ready to optimize the Boudoir Facebook ad side of your business because you saw with Boudoir Pico, yeah, it can save approximately, 5K a month. Put that back in your pocket that you don't have to spend, so so it's not being wasted. Approximately 60K over the next year. You decide you want that outcome, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment. You want to become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost. As you know, you need that on your pathway to be the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I'm open for new patient intake. Right now I'm not open. My DMs are closed, so I'm not open for new patient intake right now. But shoot me a DM when I do open for new patient intake, and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.